Hi, fellow traders. I hope everybody had a great holiday week. I know this was short and we were limited to the moves that we had. We kind of had to get tunnel vision and kind of trade off the market moving. But that's how we adapt to the tight market that we're in. If we didn't have the volatility, if the market hadn't sold off big, this would have been a pretty boring week. But it wasn't. We took advantage of it. Um, I wasn't at home. I didn't have all of the screens to look at. It's kind of like your hands were tied, but we made do with what we had. We just focused. It actually helped me just focus on one thing versus looking at three or four different things at one time. So it all worked out pretty good. But we had a fun week, and we're going to recap that here in a minute. But the question I want to ask you guys going into 2019 is, do you want to be a member of that 10%er club? Now, you guys should know what I'm talking about when I say the 10%er club, because it's a generally accepted fact that only 10% of people who set out to be professional day traders actually make it and are able to make a living doing it. The 90% that don't, they experience various degrees of success, but they never get to the point where they could support themselves off of it. So I get people asking me all the time if day trading is a scam, or telling me that they tried it and they couldn't do it. It's a scam. Nobody can make money. Hell, in the beginning, I got to the point where I thought the same thing. That everybody on both sides are here just to squeeze all of the blood out of this turnip. It was the brokers, the market, whoever, the guy teaching it. I just thought everybody was out to get me. But I realized that it can't be a scam, because some people are actually making money in the market. If they weren't, the market would have ceased to exist many years ago. And last week I did a Rolling with Ed video and talking about why most of my students fail to become profitable. I was able to do some case studies and interviews and came to some really good, solid conclusions. And if you want to check that out, the video is still right up here on YouTube. It's the last installment I did of Rolling with Ed. So now the question becomes, how do we join that 10% club? Those elite 10% of people who actually become professional traders. What do those 90% of traders who end up not making it do wrong? And the answer is very simple. It all centers around your mindset. Now they watch all the videos, they read all the books, they join the chat rooms of the self-proclaimed successful traders, they put in the work, but they just can't get over that hump to join us here in the 10% club. It's the mindset that these 10%ers have. It's what separates them from the rest. It's what I identified way back in 2015. I even put together a workshop called the Trader's Mindset, designed to help you guys understand and establish that truth. It's offered in the mentor videos. All you members, you got access to it. And it's going to be updated this year as well, along with all of the other classes. When we're doing our virtual classroom, and the recordings will be all brand new. The bottom line is that you have to identify who you are as a trader and make your trading fit who you are. Yes, you take the classes, you read the books, you do the homework. The mentor lays out step by step a process that works for him or her. And poof, you think you got it, but really you don't. What they're doing wrong is, and what these guys are doing wrong is, they're taking that theory, that strategy, and that process that they've learned, and it works for other successful traders. It works for the person that teaches you. You see it work for me every day. That's the reason why I stream my platform live, because I don't want there to be any question as to whether it actually works or not. But you have to take it and make it your own. That's exactly what I did in the beginning. I'm not the only trader that trades the opening range breakout or breakdown. I'm not the only one that trades continuation patterns. I'm not the only one that trades reversals. The only one that trades the swing setups that I do. I took it all from other traders, but I turned around and made the strategies my own to fit my trading personality. And that's what you guys are going to have to do in order to make it into that 10%ers club. This is what we're going to be working on together in 2019 to help you find your authentic trading self. Unless you find that, you're not going to be successful. And this is going to separate you from the 90% of the traders who never reach their goal of being a professional trader. So whether you have one-on-one mentoring with me or not, doesn't matter. If we're doing the one-on-one sessions, then you're going to have a leg up on everybody. We get to work personally to help you identify that. But still, if you're just taking the classes, if you're in the chat room every day, I'm there live. If you come in on Sunday mornings to that session, I'm there live to help you guys, find your authentic trading self. You have to do that. You can't imitate anybody. All these professionals who are very successful, and I know some people say, hey, find what successful people do and then emulate them. Well, yeah, you imitate the work ethic and the focus, but you have to make it authentic to you. You can't be somebody that you're not. So that's what we're going to be working on going forward. All right, so today you can see we got a little relief from the SPY. We did open higher than the previous day's close. We did push up a little bit, but then we sold off. And you're going to get days like that. When you have 2 solid days like we've had, the market has to rest. Plus you see we didn't have as much volume in the market as we've had the last couple of days. So, it had to take a break. So, next week we'll wait and we'll see, what direction is going to go. We don't. And you can see all week, with the exception of Wednesday, when I tried to force my beliefs on the market, we kind of sat back and waited for the market to tell us what it wanted to do, and we traded what it gave us. It was about being patient and waiting for the market to give us a signal. And that's what we did. Now, it wasn't clean today because, like I said, I'm dealing with a lot of different things. But I feel we traded as good as we could trade. So we'll be watching. I'll be watching how this trades into the close tonight and, early Sunday or Sunday evening when it starts back up. I'll be watching it close just to get an idea of, where we're going to be headed. But for me to sit here and tell you that it's going to do this or do that or make predictions, everybody can make predictions. It's either going to go up or down. It's a 50-50 guess. I'm not going to do that. I've told you I'm looking for it to pull back up to the 260 before we reject and come down. It may not make it because I don't have the moving averages on here, but the 20 has already come down across 260. It's probably around 257, 256 now. That may stuff a move up. It may be turning right here. We don't know. Just have to wait and see. So today, again, I don't have the internet speed. It's like when everybody's home. It's just like when I'm back home. There are certain times of the day when the internet speed is really slow. But if you have a holiday and everybody's home and everybody's on the internet, it slows down. It's nothing you can do about it. That's just the way, it works. And so not having the speed I need to stream and to do everything, it's really, handcuffed me even more. So I didn't trade TVIX, and I tried it on Wednesday. It just didn't work out. So this is one of the changes. I had to adapt to the market, and it was trading Apple. It's what I had put my son on Monday. It's easier to trade, and usually it won't chop you out. So here's what we did, and I didn't take the time today. I didn't really have time to put the arrows on here. We're getting ready to go eat and get out of here, so I needed to get this video done. But you can see I waited until almost 10:30. I waited until the market came to me. I didn't trade all of this. I waited until we came back below this opening range low, and our first target was going to be the 200. So I got it, and then we ended up bouncing back, ended up taking it off here. And then I decided to, it stopped me out on this candle. I can't show you because it merged, but believe me, it's on this candle. And then, I got back in here short and ended up getting stopped out on this. Did not really do well. And then I ended up buying and went long. So here I'm trying to get acclimated, because I'm thinking, hey, this thing's going to run up like it's done the last couple of days. I need to get in the groove of going long. So that's what I was trying to work through here, and ended up taking it long. And let's see, where is 11:25? That's the first time I went long, and then ended up taking some profit off here, and then ended up shorting back again 100 shares, because by then, by 1 o'clock right here, I had already wired out, and so I didn't have the funds to do 200 of the buying power. So I did 100 shares and ended up covering it here, and ended up buying. I'm trying to get in the groove here. Ended up buying, but I bought down here. Here's where I got out. With 100 shares, what I did was, and I was showing everybody in the room that when you're dealing with smaller size, you got 100 shares, and you got a clear target down here. I'm going to take it all off here. This is a really nice, move. It could be considered a scalp move, but it's a large enough profit to where it makes sense. So I set the target here, right here on the 200. We hit it, and I'm out. So now I'm waiting to go long here. So we got the bounce, and I could have gotten back. I was waiting for this, but this candle pretty much messed me up. Now I could have gotten in here and would have been really good, but I didn't. I waited, and I ended up waiting for a pullback on the 2-minute chart. That's why I got in here. We pulled back on the 2-minute, and really I could have got a better entry had I waited, but did a really nice entry here. And here's what confused me. I had a target here at 158.50, and for some reason it didn't fill here. It didn't fill me until 158.13, and this wasn't a market order. This was a limit order for 158.50, and I got like 37-cent slippage, and I really don't even know. And I didn't even, it was Friday, it was late. I wasn't gonna even get on chat and try to figure out what happened here. I just ate it, and ended up getting stopped out here on the pullback. Then got short again, when we started this sell-off, and covered some right here on the 200 again. And that was that. That was the day. So we, solid day. We only had one stop out, just like yesterday, but smooth. 301.74. Not bad profit when you're trading, in a small account and you're trying to grow it. This is what I want you guys to see day in and day out. At the end of the week, end of the month, end of the year, this stuff adds up. And before you know it, you'll be out of your Sure Trader like broker, either Sure Trader CME Group, TradeNet, Trade Zero, whoever you're with. You're going to be out of that. And that's the key, is to get out of that. Not rush, but you want to get out of it as smoothly and as painlessly as possible. And that's what I'm trying to show you guys every day. It can be done. You're watching it happen live and in real time. And that's, the message that I'm trying to get through to you guys. Okay, in the main account, in the big account, I was going for an all-day hold. It just didn't work. The market just wasn't there for an all-day hold. I kind of rolled the dice initially. Here was where we got in. Here was the first target. Ended up having to stop out. And, got back in again. Just didn't work out. We made, 8, 11, 10. Really, if I had just stuck to this and been able to trade and traded with the size, this move here would have been a good $2,500 day. But, like I said, I could only watch one thing at a time. I wasn't going to risk a whole lot because of the situation I was in. So I just left this alone and, moved over, and we just managed this small account. So I think you guys got more out of that than you would have, watching this. J&J still holding on to it. I still think this thing is going to fall off the face of the earth. So we'll be holding this over the weekend, and we'll see where we go from there. But pretty good week. You can see how it adds up. No trades in the small account Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. Tuesday market was closed. 250, 291 yesterday. Only trading Apple. 301.74 today. Only trading Apple. Monday we had the big day. It was the shortest day, but it was the biggest day for us. Gave some of it back on Wednesday, and didn't take any trades in big account, my main day trading account, on Thursday and Friday. Or I think I entered. When did I get in? I can't remember. One of these days is when I got in J&J, but didn't make any transactions yesterday, and today we did that one. But you can see the breakdown. 554.85 for small account. That's on the left. Large account 2388.79. Total of both for the week 29.43.44. And then the month. This is probably why I shouldn't have looked at this, because this may get me in the market on Monday to try and get that last $500. This is why you don't look at this stuff, because this will eat away at me all month, all weekend. Eat away at me. $493 away from a 20 grand month. So just, that's what kind of eats away at you and causes some headaches here. So I haven't added this up. These are the numbers from last week. The small account earnings. So let's add this up real quick, and you'll see 36, 38, 51. That's where we were. And this week we added 554.65. So total so far this month is 4193.16. And then, you know, we broke the 10 grand on the small account this month. Because we got 9906. We were really close last week. And then we added 554.65 to it. So we ended up with 10,460.89. And you guys got to see all of it happen. Every trade I took, you got to see it. If you were there, you got to see it. So we are, I mean, I can't be any more happier with December than I am right now. So we're going to look forward again. We're going to look for going into 2019 strong. We're going to, you know, like I said, our focus is going to be helping you guys establish who you are as your as a trader. You know, you have to find your authentic self, and then you can make it work for you. So you guys have a great night, great rest of the weekend. I'll be catching up with some of you guys on Sunday morning, those of you that come hang out with us when we do our market strategy and watch and swing trade session. Y'all pop in. If you don't care about swing trading, that's fine. The first part of the session, we're talking about our market strategy, what we're looking at for the week coming up, what our game plan is going to be, and all of that. And then we'll talk about the swing trades. So you guys come in and join right here in chat. Y'all come and join that. And there again, that's another opportunity for you to come and ask questions. What you've gone over the weekend, you got questions about something, I'm there. So I'll see some of you guys then. If not, I will catch the rest of you guys on Monday.